Pythagoras allowed himself to be slaughtered rather than cross a field of beans. Heraclitus suffocated in cow dung. Plato died of a lice infestation. Xenocrates died after tripping over a bronze utensil in the night. Aristotle killed himself with aconite. Strato became so thin that it said that he felt nothing when he died. Empedocles plunged into Mount Etna in the hope of becoming a god. But one of his bronze slippers was spat out by the flames in confirmation of his mortality. Diogenes died by holding his breath. So did Zeno of Citium. Zeno of Elea died heroically by biting a tyrant's ear until he was stabbed to death. Lucretius is alleged to have killed himself after being driven mad by taking a love potion. Hypatia was killed by a mob of angry Christians and her skin was peeled off with oyster shells. Boethius was strangled on the orders of the Ostrogoth king Theodoric. John Scotus Erigena was allegedly stabbed to death by his students. Avicenna died of an opium overdose. Pico della Mirandola was poisoned by his servant. Thomas More was beheaded. Giordano Bruno was burnt at the stake by the Inquisition. Galileo narrowly escaped the same fate, but got away with life imprisonment. Descartes died of pneumonia as a consequence of giving early morning tutorials in the Stockholm winter to the prodigious and cross-dressing Queen Christina of Sweden. Diderot choked to death on an apricot, presumably to show that pleasure could be had until the very last breath. Condorcet was murdered by the Jacobins during the bloodiest years of the French Revolution. Hume died peacefully in his bed after fending off the inquiries of Boswell as to the atheist's attitude towards death. Hegel died in a cholera epidemic, and his last words were, "Only one man ever understood me, and he didn't understand me." Presumably, he was referring to himself. Bentham had himself stuffed and sits on public view in a glass box at University College London in order to maximise the utility of his person. Nietzsche made a long, soft-brained and dribbling descent into oblivion after kissing a horse in Turin. Moritz Schlick was murdered by an anarchist student. Simone Weil starved herself to death for the sake of solidarity with occupied France in the Second World War. Edith Stein died in Auschwitz. Giovanni Gentile was executed by anti-fascist Italian partisans. Merleau-Ponty was discovered dead in his office with his face in a book by Descartes. Roland Barthes was hit by a laundry truck after a meeting with the French Minister for Culture. Gilles Deleuze defenestrated himself from his Paris apartment. Derrida died of pancreatic cancer at the same age as his father, who died of the same disease. My teacher, Dominique Janicot, died alone on a beach close to the foot of the Chemin Nietzsche outside Nice in France after suffering a heart attack while swimming. Death is close and getting closer all the time. Funny, isn't it?
Given the chance, I'll die like a baby on some faraway beach when the season's over. Unlikely
This is a funereal volume. It contains all the names of the dead that have lived on earth. The first name is Adam, and the last is Susanna.